He offered examples in his floor speech. He said, for example, aliens and diplomats in the service of another country, were they to have children on American soil, because those aliens and because those diplomats are not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States, but of their home countries, ergo the children born here would not be American citizens. That's the original intent of the amendment. Now understand something else. You go to Section 5, the final section of this amendment, and it reads as follows. The Congress shall have power to enforce by appropriate legislation the provisions of this article. That means we don't have to have another constitutional amendment. Appropriate legislation, by statute, we can refine and redefine this in terms of the original intent. So my Enforcement First Act, in fact, my good friend, he's now in the runoff for the Republican nomination to become the next governor of Georgia, Nathan Deal. He's the real deal. Nathan and I, he had a bill that was standalone, and we took it to constitutional scholars. We believe it passes muster. It is part of the Enforcement First Act that would end this mistaken notion of birthright citizenship. And understand that doesn't only apply to our neighbors to the south gaming us on this. Maybe you've heard there's a whole new term, birth tourism, where in the jet age, people from around the world time the gestational period to have the blessed event on American soil so they can game our system and get benefits. It is high time we return to the original intent of the 14th Amendment. We will do so in my Enforcement First Act in my bill. Now, I know a lot of you have questions, and I hope to be able to talk to you individually, but I'm also aware that a dance is supposed to step off here in just a little while. So with your indulgence, two things. I earnestly and humbly ask for your vote, first in the Republican primary. Perhaps you're voting by mail. The ballots will go out June 29th. Or perhaps you're a traditionalist like we are, and you're going to go to the polls on August 24th. I ask humbly and earnestly for your vote, first for the Republican nomination for the United States Senate, and then following our victory on August 24th in the general election November 2nd. And finally, I would ask you to welcome back front and center my bride, Miss Mary, who has a couple of points she wanted to make in court.
And what I meant, he is a man of his word. And it's a shame that I'm sure everybody in here is too, but so many of them aren't. But that's why I was jumping up kiddingly. But he is a man of his word. He will keep his word. That's why I love him so much. So. Thank you so much for taking time. And I know, it's hard we don't have the money to answer all the ads and all the garbage, but I'm just proud of him. And we prayed about this before we did this because it was a big decision to put our family back out there. But so many people asked, and they weren't just asking, it was please. And we were so worried about the direction of America. For our children. We want our children to have the same freedoms and rights that we grew up with. And if we don't all stand, we're just worried we're going to lose all that. That's why we're doing it. We love America. And our family's willing. Our children are going, Mom, I don't want to, why are you doing this? But we're going to do it. We're doing it for them. And no matter how it comes out, at least we stood. And I believe in my heart, because I've just got a peace about it, I think we're really going to do this. And it will be because we're just normal people that work and care about America. And that's what the report's going to be. It's people like you that care about America, and we're going to stand up and we're going to show Washington. I think they're just going to go, how on earth did this happen. But it's because we love America. So please stand with us.
Thank you all very much. Here is the man, Lucky Chesley.
Thank you, JD. It's been a great meeting. I would like to ask if I could, please, if you'd pick up your chair and stack them along the wall. It would save the company here a lot of work when there are signs in the back, there's donation slips in the back, and there's brochures in the back.